Okay. Until now, we have understand a concept called exceptions. So to handle an exception, we have three ways to do that. First way is try block and catch block. So this is the way you can able to handle the exceptions. The second way is throws keyword, and third way is throw keyword. Okay. So these are the different ways to handle any sort of exception in all object oriented programming. Okay. But the point here is some languages, they have a different keywords to handle that. Maximum percentage, all the programming languages may use the same keywords, but some programming language has different. Okay. Up to now, whatever I have seen, they follow the same standard. They have basic handling the exception is with the try and catch, and they do have this throw keyword and they do have the throws keyword. Okay. Now we will understand the second variation of handling the exception. First variation we already seen, try and catch, right? Any questions on the try and catch? Any question on the try and catch, guys? Hello?
For me side, no.
No questions?
Yes.
Yes.
So can anyone tell me how many of exceptions you guys tried?
Yeah, I have tried checked exceptions and unchecked exceptions. In checked exceptions, I have tried null pointer exception, array index out of bound exception, number format exception, those things and all I have worked. Arithmetic exception, those things and all. And unchecked exceptions like file not found exception, that one I tried.
What is the difference between this checked and unchecked, Mona?
No, this is Sulochana.
Okay.
Okay, so
Yeah, unchecked exceptions will come at runtime. Checked exceptions will come at compile time. Like that, I saw.
checked exceptions comes under a compile time. What do you mean by compile time checked exception? Example?
If I am giving one file name, that file name is not there in that particular path, means it will showing that error.
Okay.
That particular name is not there like that.
Okay, now for example, tell me one thing. I have given a path called C drive Maulali /A/B, and I mentioned the path here. So,
Okay.
so you are saying that that's a compile time exception. Do you think like is a program by looking that line itself, it will understand at the time of compile itself?
No, once it will compile that line, it has to show, compile, it will come to that line, on the time it will compile that line, right? So on that time only he knows that particular thing is there or not.
Then it is a runtime or it's a compile time?
This is runtime.
Runtime.
Compile time na you have any error or
Yeah.
you declare anything na automatically know the error.
Then what do you
identify the error. This is a compile time error.
I mean, Sulochana, like I want to learn about it because I too don't know that. So
No, actually I saw in net only, so that's why I said like that. Like unchecked checked exceptions will come at a compile time like that. So that's why I'm saying like that.
okay. Okay. I did not know exactly. We do have a compile time exceptions, Sulochana. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Because if you say theoretically, right, it
Yeah.
will not satisfy what we are, what the compile time does, right?
Yeah.
So because at compile time itself, when you see the code itself, it has to understand this is the exception, it is there, right?
Yes.
So that means it has to understand by seeing the code itself. If, for example, when you remove the semicolon, you have to say like there is a problem over there, right?
Yes.
The program will not run at the point, right?
Yes.
But anyway, this is something new point to me. I do check in the internet and will come back to you. Okay.
Okay. Yeah, Molali, one more thing. I saw it like a customized exception. What is that customized exception, and when we are using that customized exception? I'm not understanding that one, so that's fine.
Customized exceptions will come later point of time, because first of all, if you are very clear about the what is an exception and what are the different types of exceptions you can able to handle, then we'll come to the customized exception. Then it will be clear to you guys.
Okay. Yeah, thank you, Mon.
Okay. Okay. Now we are going to understand a new concept called throw keyword. Okay. So as I said, to handle an exception, there are three ways to do that. One, try and catch block. Two, throw keyword. Three, throws keyword. Okay. Now there will be a specific meaning and specific requirement and specific understanding will be there for each type of exception. Okay. Now try and catch block, you everyone knows, like you will write all your requirement, all your logic in the try block, and is there any line in the try block, is there any exception has been raised, then it will come to the catch block. That will be clear, right?
Yes.
Okay, so that's point is very much clear. So how the try block works and how the catch block works, and how the try block will be there, how multiple catch blocks will be there. So those point is very clear, right?
Yes. Sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Now I'll come to the another point is called through exception. Okay. For example, we already seen this is a division one. Okay, we are calling this method division one method, so that when you give A by B and you are printing this result here. So when you are passing the numbers A and by B, and is there any exception has been raised, then it should be go to the catch block, or else what will happen? If you are not having any try and catch block, what will happen?
It will stop.
Yes.
You
The catch block
got
will
a
execute.
runtime error.
It will stop your execution, right?
Yes.
So that is the problem is there. Okay. Now we have a specific scenario to identify with your code. There will be a chance of exception might rise. There will be. Okay. So there may be chance you will expect here exception might come. You don't return any try and catch block, but while you're writing the code itself, you understand here, okay, maybe there is a chance here. Now I have written line number 93 and line number 95. This is my logic, okay, to do the division by two numbers, right? So here there is a chance here, by seeing the B value, if it comes 0, then what is the exception will rise here?
Arithmetic exception.
Arithmetic exception might rise, correct? So here the arithmetic exception rising has more and more chances. So you cannot expect, like, always this A and B values should be more, should be greater than 0, right? Correct?
Yes.
Yes.
So that is the point here. So for handling the exception, what I used to do, I have written a try block and catch block, and then I am able to handle all the type of exception. But I don't want to write any try and catch block, and I know, like, there may be chance of here I can able to get a one type of exception. So what I do, right? If B equal to 0, okay. If B equal to 0, then I say throw new throw new arithmetic exception, I says. Okay. So I know already if the B value comes as 0, then automatically says that, boss, there may be exception rise. So I am saying like here, this exception has been raised by myself itself. Okay. I'm not saying like, the compiler or the runtime has to identify and they have to throw that. But in my code itself, I am estimating, I'm expecting by writing my code, there may be chance of here, a exception might come. So at that time, what I do, right? I write here, throw new arithmetic exception. In the same way, for example, I'm reading a file from a particular path. Okay. So if the file is not available into the particular path, then what I do, right? I will throw a new file not found. Okay. So these type of exceptions which I am expecting and I am telling to the user, there may be chance of arithmetic exception can be raised. Okay. Got it?
Yes.
So there are two ways to do that. One, the try block. So the runtime, the compiler itself, when it is executing each and every line, so when it's converting to the bytecode, your class program to the bytecode, then it identifies your exception. Then it will throw that, boss, there is a something exception has been raised here. So please handle it. One way. The second way is you are identifying there may be chance of exception can rise. So at the time of scenario, what you are doing, you are telling to the user, if you are getting this type of input, I am saying 100% there may be a exception. Okay. This is called throw new arithmetic exception. So to telling to the user, how you will tell, you have to tell with the keyword called throw. Okay. Got it?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes.
Now we'll
Yes.
execute and see that how it works. So this is a division one, where I'm calling the division one here. Yeah, am I calling the division one? This is a division I'm calling. Okay, I'll call this division one. I'll give the happy path first. Okay, we'll take the 10, 20, then we'll execute and we'll see. So something I have written. Okay, don't mind like, what is the message over there. Something I just want to see that it is working or not. Let's see. So what it does, it came here, hello, how are you, it prints, and then it went to the 20, 10, it went here. So it checks this condition, is B equal to 0? No. Then automatically it went here, then it executes these lines. Okay. Correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now we will go here and we'll change this one to 0. Now we'll see what will happen. So, to make it very clear, okay.
Sir, can you repeat the last 2 minutes class, sir? I have disconnected.
Yes, Pranisha.
Thank you, sir.
Hold on, let's see. Okay. Now, when you see this one, the line number 118, it went, and the line number 120, it executed. So it went to the division 1, integer A and integer B. Now the B is equals to 0. Yes, it is been true. So you are expecting there may be a chance of exception might rise. So what you are doing, system.out.println, here I am expecting here there may be a exception rise. Okay, now you are saying that you are giving with the throw keyword, throw new arithmetic exception. Got it?
Yes, sir.
Now you can get a question. Why Molar? Why? What is the necessity? You have a try block and you have a catch block. Then what is the necessity you want to identify in your program? There may be exception can rise here. So you need to tell it to the user. What is its necessity? Why do you need to do that? Okay. Correct?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes.
Now, now the point is like, for example, I have a requirement from the business team. They will keep the file every day morning 8 a.m. into the particular location so that my program will go to that particular location and read the file and process that file and load the data. Whatever it is available in the file, it has to load into the database. That is my requirement. Okay. So every day 8 a.m. sharp CST time, it will check to that folder. If the file is not available, then automatically it has to notify to the development team and also business team saying that there is no file. So please contact business team to load the file and rerun the job. Okay. This is what the requirement, right?
Yes.
So,
Yeah.
so here, because you know humans, right? The people may miss someday, may put the file at correct time. Okay. So there is no particular guarantee saying that 100% they will put the file before 8 a.m. Okay. Now in the scenario, what I have to do, right? First of all, I need to, when my job, when my program start running, so automatically the first line it will check, is it the file is available or not? If there is no file available, then myself, I need to raise a exception. I need to raise a flag saying that, boss, there is something is wrong happened here. And can you please contact the business team to put the file? Okay. So someone has to tell, right? Automatically.
Yes.
Okay. So that is the one of the requirement. I'm telling one of the scenario. There are hundreds of scenarios like this. So that is one of the scenario where you have to notify, you have to raise the red flag saying that there is something is wrong here in my program. So I cannot proceed it. Okay. Please contact to the people to take necessary action. So all these things, all these steps, we have to tell to them, right? So by seeing this scenario, we have to notify to the user, this is the problem. Got it?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Now coming to the back, we have a try block and we have a catch block. Molali, why I need to do that? I can write the try block and I can say that, file not found exception, I will write it over there. Try, I have written the 100 lines of program. Catch, there is I have written this file not found exception and I have added one more type of exception. What is the difference for this one and the one which you are telling now? What is the difference over there? The only difference here is the readability and maintainability. Okay, you can able to very well, you can able to do that. There is nothing wrong over there. 100% you can able to do that. But you expecting an exception here, at that time you can able to do that, right? You can able to raise the red flag saying that this is something wrong here. So for that reasons, we use the line 95. Okay. Got it?
Yes, sir.
Clear?
Yes, sir.
I mean, guys, this is little bit tricky. I understand. So, but try to understand why we need this. What is the necessity need this? And if we use this, what will happen? Okay. So those are the two things you need to understand. Got it?
Okay, sir.
Yes.
Okay. Any questions and clarifications? If you did not understand, tell me. I'm ready to tell you one more time. So I will put it in another way so that it will be
Nagalakshmi, sir.
Yeah, can you please tell me one more thing for that?
Yes. One more example.
one more example. Okay.
Yes.
But you guys understand what is the use right now for the throw new arithmetic exception, right?
Yes.
And
Yes.
how it works also you understand, right?
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Okay.
Why they use the new only? Yeah.
Why they use new? Okay. What is this arithmetic exception?
Yes, sir.
What is this arithmetic exception, Anish?
You will get that that math means a 10 by suppose a
This
equal
is
to 10.
a constructor.
I'm not asking the what it does. I'm asking what is this?
It's a
Constructor.
it's a class and it's a constructor also. You will call that.
Okay.
Constructor.
Wherever you see the new keyword followed by that, it should be a constructor of a particular class.
Okay. Okay. No.
Okay. So now if you want to call the arithmetic exception, how do you call the arithmetic exception? So for
By
example,
creating constructor.
I don't have any new keyword. I'm trying to call the arithmetic exception. For example, you don't have a throw. Also forget it about throw and new. When you call this method like this, what do you mean by that? When you call a method with the parentheses and semicolon, what do you mean by that? So where this method should be available?
Class.
So
The
the
class
method
only.
should be available in that class, right?
Yes.
Correct?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
So that means like the method should be available here or the method should be available in the parent class. Okay. Somehow this class in the front side or in the back side, somehow it should be available
side.
here, right?
Oh yeah.
Correct. So now you don't have a this method available here. Correct?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Okay. Now coming back. It is new and followed by the always it should be followed with the new keyword followed with
Constructor.
constructor of a class. Is a constructor of interface or constructor of a class?
Class.
Class only.
Okay. Anish, why it cannot be a constructor of a interface?
Because it can't create that object. No?
No, my question is why it can't be a constructor of a interface? Why always it should be a constructor of a class?
There is no implement method inside the interface.
Okay, so what?
That you can't create the body of that and you can't create the object from that.
So what?
That means from class you can implement the method, then you can create the object from the class, then you can create the constructor from the class only. By creating the object, then you can call the constructor.
Okay, but the question was, we are talking about interface. We did not go to the class at all. So my question was, why I can't create the constructor of a interface?
There is no means it's a there is no implemented method is there. That's why there is no method body.
There is no method body. So
Then it's means then you don't have any means method body. Then you can't create the means constructor.
So you can't create a constructor, or there will be a no constructor.
So there will no constructor.
Yeah. So there will be a no constructor for the interface. That is why you will not able to create new interface constructor. Okay.
Then here an catch and arithmetic exception and small e. Then small e is then it's a means it's object. Some I think so.
That is the instance of the class.
Yeah, yeah. Instance of the
Class. Okay.
Okay.
So now you are directly calling because you are trying to create it, right?
Okay.
You're trying to create. This is the exception might rise.
Okay.
So that is the point here. What I was telling you, throw new arithmetic exception means you are expecting this type of exception might rise here. Okay.
Okay.
Got it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. Anyone think any other scenario? If guys, if you understand clearly, if you think any other scenario, please share, or else I will put one more example. Can I go ahead, or anyone want to share any example?
That we are using all type of exception is possible. Now we are using arithmetic exception,
Any
null
type
pointer
of
exception.
you can use any type of exception you can use.
Yeah. Okay, sir.
Okay. Okay, I'll tell you one more exception. Okay. Now, for example, we'll talk about the same arithmetic exception. You are doing the percentage for the student marks. That is your requirement. Okay.
Okay.
Now, when you're doing the percentage for a particular marks, so with which number you will do the percentage?
100.
With the 100, you do the percentage, because if you got 60 marks, so 60 by 100, 60 by 100, it will say that what is the percentage? 60 percentage, right?
Yes.
So this is the calculation you are doing. This is your requirement, and you are doing a one method for all the student percentage calculation. Okay. Now you have written a method called calculate percentage. Okay. Now integer here, I'm taking student mark, and here I am taking one more thing is percentage number. Okay. These are the two things I'm taking here. Got it?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Now, at any chance, you are taking these numbers from the database. For example, think about it. From the database, these numbers are coming, and you are passing for each and every person, every student, you are passing, and you are getting the percentage here, calculating the percentage here. Okay. By any chance, if this percentage comes as a 0, do you think is it correct?
No.
Percentage number, by any chance, if it is comes, do you think is it correct?
No.
Do you think you need to move on for other student calculation?
No.
No.
Correct or not?
Yes.
So because you are playing with the student's life, when you release the results, if your computer and if your program doing some mistake in the calculation, then the results totally wrong.
Yes.
You need to
Yes.
be very much careful at any point of time. There should not be a one, not even a 0.1% of a issue, right, in your program.
Yes.
So when at any point of time, this percentage number should not be a 0. But if it is any percentage, any time, if you get a 0 means what you have to do, you need to stop your execution completely. Completely you need to stop, because there is a something is wrong is happening. So at that time, you have to use these type of red flags. You are raising a flag, boss, this is something wrong here. You need to fix it and proceed. Got it?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Now clear, Amitabh?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Now
So by throw, actually, we are giving that if exception occurs, it itself like we are giving like the exception will occur here. Like
simple thing, Amitabh. For example, there are 100 people are there in a classroom. Okay.
yes.
Now the lecturer who is telling there is something is wrong telling in the 100 people. So one person has to be anyone has to be stand up and saying that you are telling wrong. They have to raise
Yes.
a red flag, right?
Yes. Yes.
They have to stop him, or else
Yes.
what will happen? All 100 students, they will get the wrong information.
Yes.
Okay, someone has to stop it. Someone has to predict that is the wrong.
Yes.
So that is
Yes,
the
but-
prediction. That is the prediction you are thinking here, and you are saying that you are raising a red flag and stopping your execution.
Okay, and one more thing only, like if I don't know which exception will occur, like Mona asked, so can you is like throw new exception, just exception, yes, constructed. That's what I was showing here.
I'll come to this point. So this
Okay.
should be coming to the different way. But what you have to do for this, any type of the children of exceptions, okay, those things
Yes.
you can able to use with the throw keyword.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So we have to precisely know that this exception will occur here.
Correct.
Okay.
Got it?
Yes.
Sandeep, Mona,
Yes, sir. Got it, sir.
Deepika, Naglakshmi,
Yes.
Lochana, is everyone is clear? If you are
Yes.
not clear,
Yes, sir.
let me know so that I will put it in another way, because these are the, so very precisely we are constructing our subject, guys. Exception we have seen, and what is the problem of exception we have seen. Okay, so how to rectify that exception we have seen. Okay, now we are seeing what are the different types of handling the exceptions we already seen. The first type we seen like with the try and catch block. The second type we are seeing with the throw new keyword. Okay, and we are going to be the third type. So the way you have to connect the dots, simple, you have to say that from here is a dot, here is a dot, you need to connect like this. That's it. Okay.
Okay.
Got it?
Yes.
I got it.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Any questions? If you did not understand, ask a question. Okay. Don't be silent, and don't be saying that, tomorrow comes and asking, saying that, I did not understand, I did not do that. So you have to do that, and you need to understand the concept very well. Come on. Go ahead. Any questions? There may be two chances, guys. First thing, if you're not asking a question means whatever I am delivering, is it good? The second thing is whatever I am delivering is totally rubbish. You did not understand not even a single point. So these are the two chances can be happen.
Then it has many drawbacks also. Many drawbacks is there because only precisely you know that the exceptions, then you can use the throw keyword.
Uh-huh.
Then it's a very drawback. I'm saying that means
Actually, you will use the throw manually when you know that there might exception occur. And if you think that there might exception occur, you will already know which exception should occur. So it's not a drawback. Like you are doing the program and you already know like, okay, this line may have an exception. And then why you will use the throw, right? And you already should know that which exception may occur. You will not go for blindfolded, right?
That is one of the major point. The line number 93, line number 90, sorry, line number 94, 95, and line number 98, 99, you have written. You know this. This is maybe a problem here. So for that type of scenarios, for that type of requirements, you need to arrest that. Okay. Here it can be, and it may be, I feel a exception might rise. Okay. Got it? Clear?
Yes, sir, clear.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So if you are clear means, then I will go with another type of exception.
Yes, sir.
Now, the first type, what is the first type of handling the exception?
And catch.
Try and
Try
catch.
and catch.
Okay. What is the second type handling the exception?
Throw.
Throw.
Okay. And the third type is
Throws.
same
Yes.
throw, adding the yes. Okay. Now
Okay.
we are listening this type of similar words. This is the second time. What is the first time where we have listened this one? Similar type of word with the yes.
Collection.
Abstract.
Okay. Collection and collections. Okay.
Yes.
Mani, what is the difference between the collection and collections?
Collection is an interface. Collections is a class.
Very good. Perfect. Super guy. Now, in the same way, we are having a similar type of word, having a S with this in terms of handling the exception is throw and throws keyword. There are the two types of keywords are there. The handling the exception is throw and throws keyword. So it is easy to remember also. Okay, you don't need to be deeply thinking like, you know, how to handle it, how to understand, how to remember it. So if you know try and catch, that is very simple. And the second one is a throw. And if you add the yes to that, that's a third one. That's a throw scheme. Okay. Okay. Now we will come to the new concept called throws type of exception. Okay. Can anyone tell me what do you mean by a throws? A English meaning I'm asking.
Doing something.
Throwing something, right? You are throwing something.
Yes.
You are throwing something to where?
Out
From the
some other person or another some
Means
The
I'm
thing is
throwing a
not
ball.
necessary. We will throw outside.
I'm throwing a ball to the means another person.
For example, from the source, from the, for example, two people are playing, okay? Myself and Chaitanya. If I throw a ball towards him and he will throw me ball towards me. So it means I am the source, he is the destination. So when the destination throw back to me, to the source it is, right? That is what is happening, right? So
yes.
for the same example here, I have a method called So I have a method where I'm doing a one simple calculation for calculating the marks, student mark, and divide with the percentage. I'm calculating the percentage here. Okay. So when I call this one from the another method, take like, so I'm calling, I have a method called calculate percentage. From there, I'm calling this one. Got it? So now I don't have any implementation of a try catch block in the division 2 method. Okay. But I have a try and catch block in the another method where I have calculating the percentage, where I'm calling this percentage. There I have a one method. And this calculated percentage I'm calling from the main method. Take it here. Okay, can anyone tell me, Pranusha, what is this error? Pranusha,
Yes,
what is this error?
we are not creating the object for that.
Pranusha, you are in the same class.
We are not creating the object. Yes, sir.
You are in the
We are
same
in
class.
the
Why do I
same
need to create an object? Sandeep,
There is no implementation.
Sandeep, what is the error? Sandeep,
It's not a static.
He left, sir.
It's not a static method, sir.
which one is not a static method?
Calculate a percentage.
Okay, so why I need to be a static method over there? Money.
Sir.
What is this error?
Sir, in line number 110, we did not give static. So static is used for creating a memory. So we did not give static there. We can create object.
No, that's my question is why I need to do that? Why?
Static.
The answer is correct. You yourself and Pranusha is saying the answer is correct. I need to give a public static void calculate percentage. But my question was why?
Because we are
Sir,
declaring main static method. So main is a static method. We are using the non-static method. Now we are creating an object. Inside of the method, we are creating the object.
So when we are trying to call the method, then the main method is not finding the method particularly because it doesn't have any memory allocated to it. So either we have to create an object to give it a memory allocation, or we have to give that method as well.
Okay. I'll tell you one more thing here. Can I able to do like this?
Yes.
Can I able to do like this?
Calculate
Okay.
percentage. Yes.
Now is where this memory concept comes here. Why does the memory concept comes here and where it comes here?
You are creating an object, na, that time memory allocation is coming here.
Okay.
New memory allocation.
Okay. Now we are not creating any object, so there is no
Yes.
concept of memory here. Okay.
Yes.
Now
This
the
is
line
used
number,
in stack memory.
now
Yes.
line number 125 and line number 145. What is the difference?
So the calculate percentage in 125, it's stored in a heap memory, and the 145 is in 140. As the main method is static, so it's in static memory.
Static method. So this is stored in stack memory.
Yes.
Stack memory.
That's okay. It is stored in the stack memory. Static method is stored in stack memory. That is completely agreed. Now my question is why I am not able to call line number 25 is wrong. Why line number 145 it is throwing an error?
Because this is non-static method, sir. So
Yes, I can't
we are
call
using the
in
non-static
a
method.
static
So 125 is correct. This is a 138. This is a static main method. We are using the non-static method. Now we are creating the object. Then we are called the method.
Some sort of polish answer is needed, Mona. You are nearby, but some sort of polish answer is needed. Okay. Sulochana, what do you think?
Same, whatever Mona said, like that only I am thinking. We are not creating static method, right? So that's why it's not coming there. If you create object for that one, then we can call that method like that.
Okay. Okay. Anyone wants to try? Naglashmi, Deepika, anyone? Anish? I'm not little bit convinced. So there will be
Static method only accept in static method only, sir. So you are using another type method now. You are creating object. That I'm only thinking, sir.
Yes, like non-static methods can also call the non-static methods easily, but for the static main, it has to be either static or already the method has to have a allocated memory, either by object or either by static.
okay. I mean, one thing I want to clarify, guys. We are not talking about any memory here. Memory concept, it will come when you see from the outside of the class. Okay. When you go outside of the class, then the memory concepts will come. We will not talk anything of the memory until if you are in the same class. Okay. So static 100%, it will store in the static memory. Okay, stack memory. If you create an object, 100% it will store in the heap memory. That's everyone knows that. Okay, but that the role of that memory, it will come once you see from the another class. That means if you are in your home, okay, you can able to go everywhere. But when you go to the other home, you need to take some permissions. Can I knock the door, or you want to go ask them, then only you can able to go. That is a simple ethics we follow. In the same way, if you are in the class, you no need to be create any sort of memory where you want to create, you want to call any methods. Okay. Right? So we are, the memory concept will not come until unless if you go outside of the class. Okay. You people are really closer, but there is one simple point is missing, like you are not telling the answer perfectly. You are little bit closer, but you are adding all the junk which the other person getting a chance to ask more questions. Okay. So you're not exactly hitting the target. You're not telling exactly what do you understand. Okay. Now the point here is very simple. That is a non-static method and you are trying to call in the static method. That's it. You cannot call non-static method in a static method. Whatever it's a main method or it's some other X method, some other Y method, no matter what. That is a non-static method and this is a static method, sir. You cannot able to call. Simple thing, that's over.
Mona told that.
Okay, but here you should not add the concept of memory. Okay,
Okay.
the memory concepts, that's what I was saying. You are very near. You are trying to, you are giving a hint to the person where he will prove you are wrong. And he will prove you and he will confuse you different ways by asking the different questions. Okay. Now, for example, if you say that memory concepts, then I will ask you one more questions on that.
Yes.
Okay. So don't give a chance in your answer as from the starting onwards. I am telling, don't leave a question in your answer. Okay.
Okay.
So that is the one of the skill you need to learn. Don't leave a question in your answer. That's fine. That will come in the practice. That's 100%. But the point is like, you are, as I said, you are closer to the answer. Okay.
Yes.
Got it?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So now, where are we? Okay, we are understanding the another concept is Trotsky.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Rice. So now this is a static method and this is a static method. I can able to call together.
Yes.
Got it?
Yes.
Okay. Now what I'm doing from one method, I'm calling another method where from this method, the other method it will call and it will give you the calculation. This is the structure it is happening. From the main method, the program starts and it starts the calculate percentage. In the calculate percentage, there are 10 number of different lines of programs are there. One is sum is happening, one is subtraction is happening, and the another one is division is happening. So there are different methods are there. So here it will go to the respective methods it will call. Okay. So that is the program here. And you have a try block and catch block here. Got it?
Yes.
And you say like, I'll say got it? I have given
Yes.
some sort of message saying that exception is occurred in the particular method. In the calculate percentage method, please fix it. Okay. Here, I did not add any sort of exception to handle in the division 2 method. So I want to tell to my parent, whomever I am calling, if there is any exception is raised, I want to tell them directly, boss, there is something wrong in my code, please handle it. That's what I can say that. I need to tell them, okay, or else there will be an issue. For example, I have written a try block here. I have written a catch block here. Okay. I have another method called sum. Student mark 1. And I'm doing one more thing. Student mark 2. Plus student mark 2. So I'm doing some operation here and the result is here. Okay. Got it? Clear?
Yes.
So I'm calling this sum method in the percentage calculation. Got it, guys?
Yes.
So
Line number 97 would be student mark 2.
line number 97 should be a
Student
Student
mark
mark
1, mark
1, mark
97.
okay. Okay. So I have two methods. One is sum, one is a division. Okay.
Yes.
So in all the places, as I'm a good programmer, I have handled the try and catch block, and then I'm proceeding all the calculations. I'm doing it. Okay.
Yes.
Now, if I see here, the calculated percentage,
Yes.
I'm calling for 3 people. Take it. For example, I'm saying, okay, and saying, okay, these are the 3 people. I'm calculating the percentages. Got it, guys?
Yes.
Okay. We'll add some written numbers also so that we'll understand clearly for this guy. These are the percentages I'm getting. Okay. So integer. See. Also integer. Clear?
Yes. Yes, sir.
Did I made any mistake?
Return.
Okay. Got it? So this is what is happening here. Now, I say integer result, some result equal to this. And in the same way, say integer div result equal to this one. So I'll add a here some result what is that as a name plus I'll say some result is this much, and the same way I say div result is this much. Guys, are you following my program?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
That's good. So this is clear. So this is what it's happening right now. So what I'm doing, I'm calling to the one person, Molali, Arun, Chaitanya, and then I'm calling the different values here. So I'll pass the values also, like, what are the values of A and B? A, integer B. A comma B. Guys, any confusion for you, or you're with me? Comma 10 comma 20 comma 20 comma 30 comma 30 comma 40. So this is the marks, and this is the for each person I'm calling to the calculated percentage, and the sum result it will call the sum method, and it will do the sum, and it will return the value, and it will call the same the division, and it will return the value, and printing this one. Okay, so as a good programmer, in all the methods I have written the try catch blocks, and everything have been handled exactly, saying that this is the problem. If it is any problem raised, you can handle here. Okay, clear?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
So now let's run the program and see. Are we introducing any exception? No. Okay, so for example, hello, how are you? First line came, and I'm doing the result is 30. I'm division is 0. Okay, and the Molali result is 30 and division result is 0. Okay, because I given the division number is little bit more, I'll change
Yes.
1 to 2, and this one is 3, and this one is 4. Okay. Okay, now if you see here, Molali sum result is 12 and division result is 5. Arun sum result is 23, division result is 6. Chaitanya sum result is 34, division result is 7. Okay. Now in some case, so for some person, we are passing as a 0. Okay.
Yes.
Now what happened when you run this one? What will happen? Molali result came, Arun result came, and Chaitanya result came, but what happened the division?
0.
Zero. Expression occurred in the division.
Division 2 method, please fix it.
Method fixes.
And it says pass, and it will move on to the next line to this hello, how are you? Or else,
Yes.
to make you understand better, I'll give you here for him as for Arun, I made it as a 0. Okay. So if you see here, what happened? Molali result came and Arun result came, and it is exception has raised, but no one knows there is something exception been raised. But anyone knows that?
No.
No.
Did
No.
anyone knows that?
No.
Yes.
No. No.
No, right?
Yes. No.
Yes, sir.
So it's because all the places is perfectly handled, and it is move on to the next level automatically, right? There's nothing is
Yes.
stopping it. That is the meaning of handling the exception. right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes.
Now the point here is, at any point of time, at anywhere is exception has raised, the parent method has to know that. Okay. So whomever it is calling, they have to know clearly where the exception has raised. For example, is calculate percentage knows where the exception is raised? This guy knows?
Yes.
How this guy knows like where the exception is raised? So
No,
it
no, no.
calls, it calls this
Yes.
method, it calls this
Division.
method. The exception is handled here.
Yes.
It is not handled here.
Division.
No one knows that, right? Is anyone
Yes.
know?
No,
No,
No.
no,
Is this guy knows about it?
no.
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 So that means when this exception, if anywhere is the exception is raised, you have to come here in the calculate percentage is any exception raised means you need to stop the execution. That is the requirement. For example, take it like this. Okay. Got it?
Yes.
Got it?
Yes.
So, for example, if it is any exception raised here, I need to say that I have to write a program here, stop the execution. Okay. So this is what I need to write. So there are some other logics are there to stop the execution. But here, just if any exception is come here by calling this method, I need to stop the execution. Okay.
Yes.
Now here, in terms of handling the exception, we have seen two ways. One is try catch, another one is
Throw.
throw new exception, right?
From here.
So
Yes.
do you guys think by using these two ways, is this calculate percentage knows about is any exception has been raised here?
No.
No,
No.
no.
No, no, no.
No, right?
Yes.
Okay. Now to tell to this guy, if any exception raised, we have to use the third way called throws keyword. That means you no need to be handle any exception here. Okay. You have to say that throws you have to say at the method level. Where you are saying at the method
method
level.
Method level.
Yeah.
Anywhere I am getting an exception in this method, I need to throw the exception to where? To the source where I am getting called. Okay. Whenever I started this conversation, throw means there will be a source and there will be a destination, right? From the
Yes.
source,
Yes, sir.
if you
Yeah.
throw that a ball to the destination will throw back to you, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So that
Yeah.
is what it's gonna be happen. The same way, in the same way, here you're calling this method from the calculate percentage. If any exception has been raised, it will throw back to you. Now we'll see how it works. Guys, did you see this one?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
I did not stop the execution here, but it's been notified. This calculate percentage, it's been notified. For example, when I'm doing this Arun calling, when I'm passing the values for the Arun is a 0 here. So when it comes here, so some result A comma B and division 0 it's happened. When the division goes, it is a 0 is happened here. It's arithmetic exception. So it throws the exception and it comes to the source method where it is calling. So that you can get it here. Exception occurred at the calculation method. Please fix it. Stop the execution. Okay. So that is the meaning and that is the understanding of a throws. Means it is throwing to a your exception is anything is happened in my method. I will throw back to you. Please handle yourself. you're telling that. Okay, so that is the understanding here. Got it?
I
Yes.
got it.
Okay, so is it clear?
So for child methods, we will do the throws in the method line, and for the parent method, where I'm calling, there I will give the try and catch.
Correct. That's perfect. So it comes to the classes also. Some classes, between the classes, you have some methods from other class to this class you are calling. All the different types of permutation combinations you can try when you're doing the practice. Okay, you are calling from one class to another class a method, and the exception is handling in that class. And here you did not handle anything. When you call the method, is there any exception mean raised, it will come to your calling class. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
So that's the way it has been happened. That's the way it's been handled. So these are the different ways to identify a exception and handling the exceptions.
Okay.
Got it? So I tried my best to make you understand and put it into the very, very simplest way, so everyone can able to go through the concept. Okay.
Yes.
So now, do you understand what is the difference between the try catch and why I need to use the throw and why I need to use the throws?
Yes.
Okay, guys, there are n number of materials will be available, but the people will be telling the different way. I don't see exactly if anyone tells the exact answer. So because everyone tell the book definition, so understanding the book definition, it will not helpful to you. Understand the how it works. Okay, that makes the difference. So please understand well. If you did not understand, let me know. I'll put it in another way. Try to make you understand. Okay. So this is really one of the very good concept, and this is very good tricky interview question.